Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 15th through the 21st. Now, although I'm setting the intention for the 15th through the 21st, my dears and my darlings, we've got a lunar eclipse in Taurus. So eclipse energy is going to last for a while. These energies might be around for the next few months, but we're going to see what messages are coming in for the Capricorn collective, Capricorn sun, moon, and rising. And we're setting the intention here for the 15th through the 21st. But as I said, this might be going on for the next few months here for many of you. So one more shuffle. One more shuffle. Okay. Let's get right on into it, my darlings. Your first card coming up here, Capricorn, is the Death card. Now, this could indicate Scorpio energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. If you have a Scorpio placement, there is going to be big changes for you in that house or those houses or that area of your life. Those of you who are dealing with a Scorpio, I feel some tension. Okay? I'm a Scorpio myself, so I would rather be wrong about that situation for my fellow Scorpios. I don't like to be messing with Capricorn. All my siblings are Capricorn, so I know that some of you might be feeling like you need to hash things out with a Scorpio. You may be wanting to confront a Scorpio about something. Now, I will say this, because it's showing up in a major arcana card, I feel like whatever the situation is at hand, it's not going to automatically go away or be like swept under the rug. Like, this is something where I feel it's going to be an ongoing thing or a matter of like boundaries. I'm getting a strong sense of boundaries. Like, the lesson here is boundaries, and you stay in your lane and I'll stay in my lane, like kind of thing. Like having to learn how to deal with each other peacefully, or understand like this is the way they're thinking, or this is the way they're seeing the situation, and they're not budging and you're not budging, but yet how can you get past that productively? It does feel to me like an intense kind of situation. Now, let's put Scorpio aside here for a moment, and let's look at the traditional meanings of the Death card. The Death card is going to indicate here a permanent change. But the beauty of the Death card is that it's an ending that is coming with an immediate new beginning, right? It's the end of one thing and the start of something else. This can be a career change. This can be the ending of a relationship or a certain period of your life or a certain time in your life where like something is coming to a close, something is coming to an end, and something is coming to a change. I do feel for some of you, you may be preparing to take some kind of a what you're viewing to be, or what you're thinking to be, a temporary leave or a temporary break. But the Death card is giving me the feeling or the sense that this is a temporary leave. A permanent leave or a permanent break. You're not going to go back to that organization or that relationship or that house or that job. It feels to me that it's a permanent ending because you're walking through a different door. There's another opportunity and opening up, or you're going in a new direction. Now, the beautiful thing about it is, because it's this major arcana card, we know that it's meant to happen this way. This is something that you came here to experience. And the Death card also gives us a feeling or a sense that the ending will not be in a dramatic way, right? It's just a natural turn of events. It's a natural, ending or closing of a cycle. But Capricorn, I feel like some of you think you're taking a break from something or someone or a job, and you're not going back. You're not going back. Some of you might be taking like a I don't know if I want to get into that, but I'll just say this. Some of you might be requesting time off of a job or a situation because you don't like what's being asked of you to, like what they're asking you to do. And so maybe you're taking time off, like to do some research or to buy time until you make your decision. But I feel you're working something else out in the process and you're not going back. Okay? Some of you may be trying to get time away to figure out if you want to stay, or to figure out if you want to do the things you're being told you have to do to stay there. And you're like, nah, I don't want to do what they're telling me to do to stay there. But you're also working something else out here where you're going in a different direction. You're going in a new direction. The next card coming up for Capricorn is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this can be your beautiful, wonderful earth sign energy. You know, we know here the Pentacles can be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You could be dealing with any of those signs. It could be you or yourself. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can come up in terms of like success, right? Abundance. A lot of the time she comes up for me to give me confirmation that there's going to be purchase of property, like acquiring of land or purchasing of land, that there's going to be an improvement or like upgrade in your living condition or like where you're living. Some of you might be manifesting some kind of remodeling in your current space, or upgrading to a different place, a better place. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is super important for me. And I have to tell you this, Capricorn. The eclipse that's coming up, the lunar eclipse in Taurus, is going to come up with some earthquakes. Okay? Hopefully not literal ones. But there's going to be some clashing of energies. There's going to be people who are like upset about things, or like calling each other out, or wanting to right certain wrongs. There's going to be truth that's being revealed, things that have been hidden that are going to be called out into the light. There's some intense energy. There's some friction. And you're already going through a really big change and a really big crossroads here with the Death card. Another meaning that the Queen of Pentacles comes to me with in my readings is to let people know that your physical self-care is crucial right now. There's some intense energies in the air. You're going through big changes. You're going through big shifts. It's easy to fall into anxiety or to fall into panic mode. But the way that you can avoid that, the Queen of Pentacles tells us, is by being in your physical self-care. And I don't mean like looking cute and, upholding a certain physical image. That's not what I mean, okay? I mean making sure that you're getting good quality rest, making sure you're getting good quality sleep, making sure that you're eating good quality food, real food that has vitamins and nutrients in it, not just something that is 0 calories, sugar free, 0 fat, coming out of a box or coming out of a can. Like, to eat actual real food and to present it in like a loving way to yourself, the way that you would do it if you were preparing a meal for somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, or somebody that you really care about, or you want to impress them, like you put some love in it. Do that for yourself, Don't just take a burnt piece of toast and throw it on a napkin or throw it on a paper plate with a bunch of crumbs everywhere and just, just like here, you wouldn't serve that to your guest, to a special guest. So, try to present things in a beautiful way. Try to make it in a way in which, like, you're treating yourself with the things you already have. A lot of people start the day with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Make it a little ritual. Make it nice. Have a nice little comfy place to sit and enjoy it. Have your morning music playlist, or journaling or writing or listening to the birds chirping or looking out of the window at the pretty trees. Like, make things a sense of like ceremony, or a sense of like, this is a special time. Have a nighttime routine. Maybe some soft music to unwind at the end of the day. Maybe some candles or some incense or essential oils, or a nice bubble bath, pajamas and lotions and bed sheets and things that feel good on the skin. Anything that you can do that makes it feel good to be in your body, because this is going to help you stay grounded. This is going to help you stay in your body. This is going to help you stay in the present moment, which is going to keep you from freaking out, which is going to keep you from getting all caught up in the intense energies. And this is creating for yourself like a sense of worthiness, a sense of deservingness, a sense of abundance. Wow, I have so much. Wow, I have such a comfortable little life. And this opens you up to receive even more. So physical self-care is crucial for Capricorn right now. The next card that's coming up for you guys is the Magician. Who else got the Magician? I want to say it may have been Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. No, I think it was Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer because it came up for them. But traditionally speaking, the Magician card can be associated with both Gemini and Virgo. So there could be changes or shifts happening here with a Gemini or a Virgo. This could be somebody who's coming in and really helping you through these transitions and helping you through these changes. But I feel that that Gemini or Virgo is also going through big transformations and changes themselves as well. And so there could be maybe here a little bit of like changes you're going through together or supporting each other through. Overall, though, let's put that aside here in terms of Gemini or Virgo. Traditionally speaking, the Magician is going to be a card of manifesting, right? As above, so below. A lot of the times when the Magician card comes up, we're getting these repetitive signs. We're seeing repeating numbers, or we keep finding pennies everywhere we go, no matter where we go, or we keep seeing butterflies or roses or some kind of a sign, or we keep seeing 1111 or 222, or, the number 4, right? We just keep seeing these things repeating. This is Spirit's way of saying, look, you're in a massive time of manifesting right now. You're manifesting really quickly. And so it's a reminder for us to make sure we're keeping our focus on the finish line, to make sure we're keeping our focus on the things that we want. Because whatever is in our mind, wherever our sight is, we're going to end up there very quickly. We're going to manifest that very quickly. So the universe might be giving you these reminders that, hey, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. The Magician card, we're going to go deep here, Capricorn. Some of you are on a very deep spiritual journey right now. And one of the meanings of the Magician card is seeing through the illusion, right? The Magician is the master of working with light and angles and, sleight of hand. And, the Magician can make things seemingly come up out of nowhere, right? But the Magician also knows how it's done. So sometimes the Magician comes in with the message of seeing through the smoke and mirrors. Seeing through the smoke and mirrors, seeing through the illusion, seeing the truth of a situation. And that really aligns with the energy of the eclipse that we're coming into, because we talked about truth being revealed, things being pulled out into the light. And I feel, Capricorn, that some of you are feeling as though you've been doing this crazy little song and dance. You've been doing this, high wire, tightrope act, balancing and, just making it all seem so very easy. And you're just in this point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to juggle so much anymore. I don't want to walk around acting like everything is fine and I've got it and I can handle everything and look how strong I am and look how efficient I am. Some of you are like, I don't care anymore about if people are impressed with what I'm doing or not. I don't want to stick to obligations or some kind of line of work that is absolutely positively draining me and making me miserable. I'm tired of making everything look so easy. And so I feel for some of you, you're deciding that you no longer want to perform, or you no longer want to keep up some kind of false pretense, right? Some of you, you may be stepping down from an organization and saying, I don't want to be leader of this organization anymore, or I don't want to be a part of this church anymore, or I'm tired of pretending like this is a happy relationship when we haven't loved each other for years, right? Or I'm tired of pretending that everything is all wonderful and all perfect and we're just this wonderful, happy family when we're not, right? So I feel for some of you, there's this sense of like, I'm done with upholding the illusion. It's time to get real. And it's time for me to do what I need to do for myself so that I don't feel pulled in so many different directions and I don't feel so exhausted. And maybe some of you for a very long time were coming into this energy in the terms of like feeling like you have to impress people or you have to perform. And you're like, no, I'm not a show pony, right? I need to be happy in my life. I need to be happy behind closed doors. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the opinions of are other people. So some of you are giving yourself permission to take some big burden off your back and just not deal with it anymore. The next card that's coming up for Capricorn is the Star. And this can be Aquarius energy. Now, we have 3 major arcana cards coming up, Capricorn. Over half your cards, almost all your cards, are major arcana. So there's going to be massive shifts and massive changes. And when I have so many major arcana cards coming in back to back, this can be a bit of a roller coaster. You're coming into high highs and low lows, but the low lows are coming in because of the negative ego. It's not because life is getting harder. It's not because you're having impossible solutions. Impossible circumstances where there aren't solutions. You had that for a long time. Capricorn, you guys recently came out of a terrible cycle with Saturn, which Scorpio went through before you guys went through, and it was hell for us, I can tell you. It was a brutal 10 to 12 years for a lot of us, and then Capricorn went through really brutal, several years, and so you're coming out of that. You're no longer in the time or in the period where you just keep getting slapped around and smacked around and there's no way out. You're not in that cycle anymore. The reason why it's hard now is as the shifts and the changes are coming in, the negative ego is coming in and telling you that it's not going to work out. It's freaking you out. It's scaring you because the negative ego hates change, even when the change is positive. Even when the change is good. It's going to come in and tell you that person is a piece of crap. Don't trust them. Things aren't going to work out for you. Nothing works out for you. Everybody else is struggling. What makes you so special? Why are things going to be better for you? The negative ego comes in and is brutal because it wants to keep us from changing, even when the change is good and positive. So the louder the negative ego is, the closer you are to a massive breakthrough. So Capricorn, you've got these big major arcana cards. These are big changes. You're going to have moments where you have to be mind over matter. You have to outsmart that negative ego. And you have to remind yourself, wow, this negative ego is super loud right now. I must be really close to a massive change. I must be really close to a massive breakthrough. So let me come out of this thinking a little bit and let me, stay focused, because something really good is about to happen, right? You can call on Archangel Michael to remove fear from your heart. You can ask Archangel Jophiel to help you have more positive thoughts, to love yourself and to see yourself as heaven sees you, to love others and to see others as heaven sees them. But I'm telling you, the hardest, most challenging part of this for you is going to be not letting that negative ego get to you, because the doors are opening. You just have to give yourself permission to walk through those doors. Now, the Star card, if you know anything about the tarot, the Major Arcana card tells the story of the spiritual journey and the path of us humans on this earth in our existence, right? And the Star follows the Tower. The Tower follows the Devil, right? The Devil is when we're stuck and trapped in some cycle. We're scared to make changes. And then we're in the Tower. We can't walk away. And the Tower is when our angels or guides or universe steps in and says, I can't see you suffering anymore. This is unbearable. We keep telling you to leave. You're scared to leave. So we're going to have this massive prison break for you. We're going to bust you out of this tower. And even though it's a good thing, it feels terrifying. It's sudden change. It's shock. It's chaos. It's pushing us out of our comfort zone. But what follows the Tower is the Star. You guys have been through the Tower with your Saturn cycle, right? And the Star comes up to say the worst of it is over. You can actually make plans now that are going to work out. You can actually make solid long-term plans. The Star card speaks of long-term abundance, comfortable and abundant retirement, inspiration, happiness, joy, creativity, being seen, being appreciated, being successful. It's the element of beauty coming into our life. So you're coming into a really positive time. The old is over. It's behind you. You don't have to be scared of it anymore. The only thing you need to overcome right now is the fear that comes with walking through the new doors that are opening and accepting the new opportunities, and knowing that not everybody is a terrible, lying, horrible person, that you can allow in support, you can allow in friendship, you can allow in collaborations, you can allow in partnerships. That is going to be the most challenging. But as I said, you can ask Michael to fill your heart with courage, to remove fear from your heart. And you can ask Jophiel to help beautify your thoughts and to help you think more positively and to have more confidence in yourself, to be more loving towards yourself, right? Capricorns, you guys can be very critical of yourselves, very hard on yourselves. And this is shifting. This too is changing, where you can be in this more self-loving, self-encouraging energy. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love readings for November are linked in the description. December love readings will be up later this week. If you would like a private reading with me, calendly.com/amethystangelite. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.